Hello and welcome to day one of Cubemas, where I'm going to play the last 7 days of Vintage Cube. And if you were here on Thursday, welcome back. If you were not, well, I drafted this medium blue-black Tolarian Academy Bolus's Citadel Tendrils something. And now we are 0-1 currently, and we are going to run this league out and promptly play another one, see how many we get to through 4 o'clock. And then I will be back tomorrow, same time, in the same place. And we'll see how many cubes we get in before Vintage Cube is gone until February. And I mean, this deck is solidly medium. I mean, we have some interaction with Subtlety and Mana Leak and Thoughtseize and Spell Pierce. Couple of random creatures, Saheeli to go wide for Academy. And we are paired for our match. We lost the die roll, unfortunately. I mean, Island Ponder Keep. We even have the currency converter for a late game. If we draw a black source, it turns the rest of our hand on. We'll keep it. Opponent leads on a mountain. We draw Saheeli. Okay, I think we will hold on to this currency converter for Saheeli and look at that. We'll go Trinket Mage, Preordained Swamp, no shuffle, and pass the turn. Next turn, we'll play the Swamp, hold up Mana Leak, and then play Saheeli the following turn, or Deluge if we have to. Kaito. Okay. Like I said, I think we're still going to hold up Mana Leak. We might slam Kaito on 3, Saheeli plus currency converter on 4, and see where we go from there. Our opponent gets in for 1. Activates Kaito. And passes. Well, that's unfortunate. Just getting Time Walk there. But I don't think things change. If we get counterspelled, it's going to be very sad. Our opponent is a Mana Leak gamer. And that is not quite awesome. Gets in for 1, draws another card. Plays a Swamp, a Grixis gamer, Graveyard Trespasser. Well, that's not great. All right, so we did draw a land, hoping for no Spell Pierce. No spell pierce. Alright. And we'll play this currency converter. Always yield to Saheeli. Pass the turn. Next turn we can play Trinket Mage for something like Retrofitter Foundry or Preordain if we need to find a removal spell for the Graveyard Trespasser. I'm not super worried about it right now, because we do have Deluge to clear things up if we need to. Well, Saheeli's been fired. That's not great. I assume our opponent is going to just attack Saheeli down, right? Attack Saheeli. Yep, not great. Plus on Kaito. Mox Emerald. Oh, this is not good for your boy. All right, so we drew Tolarian Academy. That is not great. It's preordained. See what we see. Top. All right, so we'll bottom the Spell Pierce. We'll top the top. Play the Academy. Play the top. I think we cast Trinket Mage here. Go get the Retrofitter and see if we can overwhelm. Go ahead and play the Retrofitter. And if given the opportunity, we'll block the Trespasser. Because next turn we can Deluge and Mana Leak if we need to. What do you got? Rankle. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Yep. Yep. A whole bunch of attacks. We'll block with the Trinket Mage. And depending on the modes, which I assume are going to be discard, which is fine. We have a currency converter. Puts the trigger on the stack. Chooses none of them. Okay. Okay. All that being said, there's this is fine. Malcolm's a good Magic card. All right. So I think we're just gonna pay 3 life here to get rid of all of these. We do have Mana Leak if we need it. And pass the turn. Holding up Mana Leak and Malcolm to hopefully put something on this Kaito. The One Ring. Yeah, that's gonna get Mana Leaked. Makes a ninja. Plays Zeator's Stomping Ground. Let's cast Malcolm here just to put some pressure on Kaito. I assume it's going to eat a removal spell, a Petty Theft. Okay. That's not terrible. All right, let's set an upkeep stop. We'll top and our upkeep. Activate top. What do we see? Fallen Shinobi. Okay, okay. We have a game plan. I think, however, we're going to draw the Ophiomancer and pass the turn. Hold up Retrofitter, hold up Currency Converter. We'll see what our opponent does. All colors of mana. No. No. I assume, yep. Yep. We're at 10. Kaido activation. Plays a Restless Fence. FTK. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and activate here. Go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna bury this Bolus's Citadel and draw the Fallen Shinobi. So the plan is to attack with everything. I assume one of them gets blocked. I'm gonna pick up the other one with Fallen Shinobi. Yep. Seems reasonable. And I'm not going to make a Thopter here because, oh, those seem pretty good. We're going to go ahead and play the Caracas and him the last two cards of our opponent's hand. They discarded Mystic Confluence and Bloodchief's Thirst. That seems great. Now we can do a bunch of things. So we have 4 mana currently, which is enough to make a servo and flash in Malcolm if necessary. Attack with everything. You're going to discards a Dark Ritual to draw a card. Yeah, let's go ahead and cast Malcolm, and then we can bounce it with Caracas. And use that leftover mana to be mostly sad. We'll go ahead and block FTK. Bounce Malcolm. Take 3. All right. And now we're kind of doing stuff. Kaito's on a draw. It's fine. They need to play a creature here that blocks. Otherwise, we're going to get some real good value. Damnation. Okay. Gonna go ahead and draw this swamp that we know about. Actually, yeah, because next turn we can cast the Bolus's Citadel, and then we'll just pass. With a whole bunch mana up, um, can play Malcolm at the end of turn. Make a Vile Smasher. Okay. I like our opponent's deck. Looter Scooter. We like Looter Scooter. Okay. Make a ninja. Go to the end step. Make a servo. Untap. Tap for 4. Make a servo. Cast Malcolm. This all seems reasonable. Untap. Oh, right. Right. Attack Kaito. You're going to loot. All right. So let's draw a top, because we know our top card is Bolus's Citadel. And that puts top on top. We have 6 cards to find a Tendrils. Narset's not bad. And what's on top? Tendrils. Look at that. We'll go ahead and activate Narset. We're going to put this Tendrils in our hand. Play the Tarn. Play the Spell Bomb. Because this means we won't die. Let's go ahead and go to 1, shuffle this island away, and have another island on top. And then in our opponent's upkeep, we'll bounce the Vile Smasher. Shit. We're done. We're gonna have to bounce the ninja token. If our opponent casts a spell, we're very dead. Yep. All right. So, right. 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 We're dead. We're dead. All right. Hey, Kylie. Yeah, we were just at the end of this game. Um, doing all right. Was not a big fan of what happened there. I do. I think we're gonna side in the Thopter Foundry. Seems like we need some flyers. Gonna um, side out this Malcolm, and then we can hopefully win the next two games. Land spells seems good. We're gonna keep and hold up Spell Pierce on one. Maybe a Lorien revealed. I think we're going to um, play Baleful Strix on two. I don't. We're gonna wait on Island Cycling the Lorien revealed until we need it because we have a redraw with the Strix. Or we can Thoughtseize our opponent. That seems better. Thoughtseize our opponent, hold up Spell Pierce and Cycle because we didn't draw a land. Our opponent's on two lands. Do I take the redraw? Um, no, because it won't. It will matter. Yeah, we'll take that and then hold up Spell Pierce and Cycle Lorien revealed, which we'll do at the end step, assuming we don't have to Spell Pierce something. Our opponent plays Ottawara, holding up Baleful Mastery. We have one unknown card. So we'll go ahead and get a basic island. Trinket Mage. So we'll do that. We'll play a Baleful Strix. And this is why I didn't want them to have ice. Not only can the Baleful Strix get fired, this way I'll be able to Spell Pierce, hold up Spell Pierce if they draw a land. Just like that. And that's it. They pass the turn. We draw Saheeli. So they're probably going to play Graveyard Trespasser next turn. So in that case, let's ponder. Yeah. We'll draw this island, make our land drop. We'll go ahead and shuffle with this Trinket Mage because I don't want any of those other two cards. We'll go ahead and get top. Swing for one. Pass the turn. And we're doing all right. We do need a second black source to cast this Tendrils. Our opponent plays Restless Vent and is going to metamorph what? Baleful Strix. Okay. Seems reasonable. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that. We'll play this basic island, play Saheeli, top. And again, always yield to Saheeli. Get rid of this. We do know 2 of the 4 cards in their hand. Yeah. Yeah, Tendrils is great. We do have Bolus's Citadel top combo, but I do need a second black source to cast his Tendrils. And maybe think about winning the game, I suppose. What's our opponent doing? Hard casting Baleful Mastery. Yep. By Saheeli. Seems good. We're going to hold back this Baleful Strix because it is a better value with Ninja and Fallen Shinobi. This is great. We like this. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and move to combat and just swing with the squad. Actually, swing with the 2 dorky creatures. I'm not afraid to lose. See if our opponent, yep, is gonna trade for the Trinket Mage. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Servo token because it's 1/1. It only kind of does stuff with Retrofitter. Hitting 2 lands is not great. However, we do get to play this swamp and be okay. And there is a mana leak in the top 3 cards, so that works out. If we need to emergency mana leak, we will do that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. They get our Narset plus the Tendrils, so we can't win that way, but we'll just hold on to try and hold on to the Fallen Shinobi as long as we can. And let's go ahead and cast Urza. Make a 2/2 that can top at the end of turn if necessary. Sure. Yep. I just wanted... Oh, the 3/3. I forgot. Baleful Strix is an artifact. Look at that. Attack my opponent for 6. Hopefully see more of their deck. Sure. Island. Yeah. Dark Ritual. Oh, wait. Wait. We don't have to do that. Cast this Dark Ritual. Play this Urza. Spin top. Seems good. like I said, leave Mana Leak on top. Have no cards in hand, so surprise Mana Leaks are a surprise. Yep. Yeah, I think that game was definitely out of my opponent's hands. And like I said, I think we're doing all right. I don't think I want Valky. I might want Shark Typhoon with Caracas against Urza. But all in all, I think this is fine. So let's run it back on the draw. Two lands, a subtlety, all of our colors, one drop if necessary. We're going to keep. Craven Expector. Play the Tar Pit. Drew a Thoughtseize. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize our opponent. What do we? What do they have? Mana Leak the Thoughtseize. All right, that's a Mana Leak that's not hitting Kaito or Saheeli or Subtlety. And we'll play the Aether Spellbomb and pass. Opponent plays Caracas, still has a clue token up. We drew top. All right. We'll go ahead and pass. This isn't terrible. We do still have Subtlety. Yeah, our opponent draws a card at the end of turn. We'll top at the end of their turn. I don't think I'm going to spin top for anything. Or flip top. Opponent just holding up mana. All right. I mean, given me time to find lands, we'll go ahead and shove this Urza on the bottom. I don't think it's gonna be a great thing. What's the chances of our opponent having another counter spell? Medium? Medium? Yeah, I mean, we're drawing a land next turn, which is it survived. Okay. Make a ninja. I assume Kaito is about to get fired, which is fine. Petty theft, the ninja token. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Right, so next turn we're drawing a swamp, which is fine. The One Ring. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. All right, so we drew the swamp. We know our top card is Urza. I don't think we want that. I think we're going to go ahead and play this Trinket Mage to shuffle and get Retrofitter. And we'll loot with Kaito. We'll discard this Bolus's Citadel. I don't want to discard Saheeli because it's a blue card to pitch to Subtlety if we need it. We'll pass the turn. Our opponent takes 1 from the ring. That's okay. Draws a couple more cards, which is fine. Has 6 mana. What do we got? Oh, that's a him. I mean, yeah, I suppose that's okay. We can hard cast a subtlety next turn if we need to. Murktide Regent. All right, what's the top card of my library? Anything good? Not a blue card. Okay, so we have now encountered a problem. We know we're drawing top, which is fine. Oh, we can just bounce the Murktide. Let's go ahead, get an island. Attack with the Trinket Mage so we can just draw a card. Yep, block with the Crab token and the Murktide. Sure. Let's bounce the Murktide. Go away. And they bounce. I just did this because I wanted to draw a card. I should have waited to play a land. No, that was probably fine. Our opponent loses some life. Draws some more cards. If they don't like try and slam Murktide, which they need to have hit a land, we're gonna make a Thopter at the end of turn. Or a Servo, sorry. And we can make Thopters to block if we need to. And we drew Mana Leak. That is great. So we'll attack, get in for 1, make them scared of the ninja. And again, this just pushing a little bit of damage, drawing some extra cards. Spell Pierce. So we have Subtlety and Spell Pierce, or Mana Leak and Spell Pierce, and make a Thopter. So this is this is pretty good. We'll let the Brazen Borrower resolve. This is fine. We can flip a Thopter if we need to. Our opponent has 8 mana. Can just slam a 3/3 Murktide if they want. Yeah, we'll flip into a Thupter and block. Just, keep loyalty counters on Kaito. And we still have Subtlety up. And I mean, like, just very obvious counter spells are very obvious. We'll go ahead and play top. Our opponent's gonna Mystic Confluence it. 5. They have 3 mana. I don't know. They'd have to only draw one card. Counter, counter, draw a card. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can play the Stopter Foundry. Seems all right. Attack with the Trinket Mage. To turn Kaito on. Yep. Yep. Craven Inspector doing a lot of work. I'm looking to time me out. Play this Tolarian Academy. That seems super reasonable. All right. Gotta pick up the pace. This currently taps for 2. We'll go ahead and hard cast the subtlety here. And hold up Spell Pierce. Our opponent puts it on top. Sure. Well, that's unfortunate. Sure. Draw a card. Discard the Spell Pierce. Play the Spellful Strix. Draw a card. Play a land, pass turn. Hold up Mana Leak. Always yield. And we know they have a Murktide in their hand. They drew Vile Smasher. I mean, that's fine. We're gonna make a bunch of Thupters at end of turn. Displacer Kitten. No. That's gonna get mana leaked. Well, that was unfortunate. All right, so we'll make 2 servos. And this way we can. All right, let's draw a card. Pitch. Play land. Activate Tar Pit. 1, 2, 3. And our opponent concedes. Well, where one match went away from a from our money back and firing up another draft on the first day of Cubemas. So, I mean, I don't think the Thopter Foundry is great. Maybe I was supposed to side in Mystic Forge. I mean, we do have a bunch of red sources for like Valky and Vial Smasher if we need it. You know, we didn't get there on the big fat fatty plan in our draft, but we won a die roll. Love it. All right, this hand has Academy, an artifact, and a ponder. We're going to keep. Island ponder. Yeah, yeah. I like that. We are gonna do it like that. No shuffle. Because we have a bunch of land drops lined up. We just want like cheap spells and some early interaction. Next turn we'll play currency converter and academy. We're not going to cast this preordain because it's a good pitch card to subtlety. And then we have Spell Pierce. And I think we'll play Narset here because again we can pitch to subtlety and if I love Retrofitter with Academy here. If I thought about playing Shark Typhoon in the deck, I just think it's a bit too slow when we're already a little slow and clunky. But it would be pretty good and a little bit of synergy. And just going to attack Narset. That seems good. It looks like we're playing like blue-white Cheons, which is fine. Yeah. Thraben Inspector. This Retrofitter is going to do work in this match, I think. Play a Swamp. Play this Retrofitter. And that gives us two artifacts for Academy. Our opponent's just drawing a card in the end step because Narset only allows them to do so. On my turn, let's see, what do we got? We have Narset's being attacked by both. Yeah, sure. Narset can die. She's saved me 5 points of life so far. I'm okay with this. What? No, thank you. I think we'll just hard cast the subtlety here and have a 3/3 flyer. And that seems reasonable. Oh, it's a vehicle. Oops. I could have spell pierced that. but that's fine. That's fine. We'll attack for 3. We'll play Kaito. We'll go ahead and draw a card here. Have Lorian revealed at the ready. What is the crew is 8. Sure. Kaito phases out, so he can't be attacked this turn. We're holding up Spell Pierce / make a couple of Thopters. And we'll take 3. They'll get a Malcolm trigger. Discard an island. I don't think we're going to cycle this Lorian revealed. We have plenty of blue mana. Walking Ballista. Well, that feels bad. All right. Oh, the misplays. Oh, the misplays. All right, there's our double blue if we want it. Go ahead and swing for 3. Activate Kaito. See what we got. A Sahili. So 3. Yeah, I think we're just going to pass turn, hold up Retrofitter, because this just goes nuts. With Academy in play, we currently have 3 mana, which is make a servo, 4, 5, 6 mana, untap, make another servo. Sarah Paragon. Okay, so your lands in the graveyard do stuff. If Malcolm attacks by itself, we'll just make a Thopter. We'll Spell Pierce that, because I don't think this Spell Pierce is going to do much better than that. Because I missed the Shurikai. All right, so the Malcolm did attack. We are going to make a servo. And then if our opponent goes to shoot the servo, we'll make a Thopter. Here. We'll untap the Foundry. Sure. Sure. That being said, we will island cycle this Lorian revealed, put it under the currency converter, and make a 2/2. Island cycle, get a basic island, make a 2/2, block the pilot, and be all right. Or opponent discard. They discarded Looter Scooter. Yeah, I don't think you want that many discards. Okay. So we are kind of bricked on our attacks. Thanks to the Sarah Paragon. But we do have Currency Converter, which is really good with Kaito. So we will place a Healy, cast Preordain, make a Thupter, always yield to Saheeli. Bottom this, top this. 1, 2, 3. 4. Make a Baleful Strix. Draw a card. Bolus's Citadel. All right, looks like we're going to get top. Cast Sensei's top. And pass the turn. And we have Cerbos to sack to the Retrofitter. We have a bunch of blockers. We even have a Baleful Strix in the air. If necessary, these Planeswalkers are just a distraction. Because we're looking to win the game next turn. If we can keep any of them alive, that would be great. If not, I would prefer Kaito to be alive, I think. And as long as we have 3, yeah, that's a walking ballista for 1. I assume it's going to shoot the Baleful Strix. Sure. Discard stays. All right. Time Walk. Okay. Okay. So that's 3, 6, 8. We can attack with Shorikai, but I don't think the 8/8 is what matters. Path my Baleful Strix. Okay. Yes. Let's get a basic swamp. Because if we want to Tendrils off the Senseis, off the top loop, no attacks. Okay. All right. Our opponent untaps. What's the plan? They have 7 mana. Overload of Winds of Abandon. Am I dead? Okay, so 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 13. Okay. I mean, we'll just get all of my mana, and that leaves me with 12 cards left in my library. And I think we'll be able to. Okay. All right. I mean, if my planeswalkers die, they die. I'm not super worried about that. We're gonna go to 3, 2. No, I don't think I'm dead. Um, yeah, there's Shortcut 11. Oh, 13. Yeah, I'm at 2. Yeah, I'm not dead yet. This is their extra turn. Oh, I'm at 7. Oh, that is so much life. That is so much life. And there's the one. There's Tendrils. Okay. Draw card. Play top. Draw card. Play top. Draw card. Play top. Draw card. Play top. We're at 1. And 1 is not none. Storm is 6, 7. I mean, it's not 10 drills, 7 drills, but 1 is not none. Do I have a way to gain a life? I'm dumb. I do not have a way to gain a life. You don't gain a life? No. I'm dumb. I should have stayed at 2. I would have had them dead. But instead, we lose. We go to game 2. Yep. Yep. I made the mistake. That was a mistake on me. I did have them dead. I had plenty of mana to cast any of the spells that were in my hand and cast that Deluge for 0 and win the game. But this is fine. I do think I think Shark Typhoon's going to be okay here if we're in just do the stupid long game thing. And if that's the case, we can take the Spell Pierce out, this Thoughtseize, play Dig, I think, and yeah, play Shark Typhoon and Dig, and take out the couple of cheap interactions. We still have Mana Leak and Subtlety as counters as actual interaction, plus Deluge in case we end up in a spot like that again. I mean, Retrofitter Foundry is a great card. And we can start it on turn 2. And the Citadel is just fine. I think on the play, I want something sort of like this. Because on turn 3, I can cycle the Shark Typhoon for 1, and then Shinobi on 4. I should have bottomed the Saheeli. I'm just playing super sloppy this afternoon. Library on the draw. Man, I'm glad I sided out Thoughtseize. Tapped Hollow, untapped Hollowed Fountain. Holding up Mana Leak or playing Looter Scooter. And Time Lock, just cuz. Okay. Um, I mean, maybe I'm supposed to keep in Spell Pierce, but I don't think that's good. Um, and there's the Looter Scooter. All right. I mean, plans are plans. I mean, uncounterable 1/1 in the air is fine. If they play a creature, um, it depends on whether they attack or not. Yeah. Draws a card off library. Um, Spellbinder. Well, that's not great. So they're probably going to take my Shinobi, which no takes the Shark Typhoon. Okay, I'm going to attack for 3. I'm going to get blown out this game, and it's going to be my own fault. It's my own fault. I should have cycled the Shark Typhoon in response. Instead, I'm just going to play this Lonely Saheeli, feel real bad about life. Maybe cast this Lorien Revealed next turn. Um, I am just like Slops McGee over here. Ranger Captain of Eos. Okay. Getting what? Thraven Inspector? Kithian. Oh, so it's closer to like, yeah. Okay. We are slops. All of the slops. I mean, Saheeli's fine. Into Seal of Removal. Yeah, that's why they didn't take the Fallen Shinobi. All right. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're dead, but we'll cast this Lorien Revealed anyways. Feel real bad about it. And get dazed. All right, I'm done. I'm over this. All right. So we went 1 and 2. It's not great. Got half our money back, and we still have enough to refire. We got one more coming, so we're gonna do at least this one today, and hopefully it goes better than that. What do we open? We open Soul Ring, best card in the cube, outside of Lotus and Ancestral. But there's an Animate Dead, a Lelia, which will probably wheel actually, because people don't like playing mono red beats. So we're gonna take this Soul Ring and be super stoked because Soul Ring leaves us super open for everything. And then follow it up. I don't want to take Breach this early, because it was passed. And I don't think, yeah, I'm gonna take Saga here. Um, I don't think my opponent will be, or the guy to my left will be, or the guy to my right, sorry, is going to be uh, passing me an LED or brain freeze anytime soon. I mean, there's an Arid Mesa we'd love, Shallow Grave to go with that, Animate Dead, Time Warp would be fine, Fiery Islet would be okay, but I'm going to take this Saga because it's really good with Soul Ring. Follow it up with Urza, Urza the man himself, and then do artifact stuff? Or do we take Thieving Skydiver? Yeah, I mean, turn 2 Urza seems good. Follow it up with a Subtlety. I'm just drafting the same deck as last time. That feels real bad. Uh, nope, we're taking the Orcish Bowmasters. That card is cracked in half. And I mean, we can take this Portable Hole. It's a good artifact with Urza. Can't get it off Saga, but I think we'll just take this Fallen Shinobi again into Prismatic Vista. Yep. I think Prismatic Vista is the pick. It can get either one of our colors. Mind's Desire. That might be a fun card to hit off Urza. And I mean, like, what's the other pick? Misery Shadow, Season Pyro. Yeah, let's just see what fun things we can do. Take Virtue as an early removal spell. Into Reprieve. I love Reprieve. Play like Esper artifacts. Yeah, take the Scrubland. Make my mana a little bit better. Bitter Triumph is a decent removal spell. Into Vindicate for the board. Take this Field of the Dead. Into Flicker Wisp. Okay. Pack 2. We get Rafine's Tower. Maybe wheel this Hollowed Fountain. Turok. Winds of Abandon, maybe. Yeah, I mean, mana's going to be the thing here. Strip Mine. I mean, we didn't see like Crucible. We can take Parallax Wave is a busted magic card. Worm Coil, yeah. It's good at saving. Here we just take Retrofitter. I mean, that's just like the card. Fractured Identity, Thopter Foundry, Mystic Confluence. Creeping Tar Pit, but our man is okay. I mean, I want more. Bloodchief's Thirst is like at the bottom there. I kind of want to take this Fractured Identity because we're playing leagues. Yeah, let's do that. Into Staff of the Storyteller, Force of Negation. I think we can take Force of Negation. Just free counter magic is so good. Candelabra. Brainstorm. We have 1, 2 shuffles. Yeah, we can take a Brainstorm here. And then Candlemight Wheel, assuming we get like Lotus Field or Academy or Cradle. I mean, this is kind of coming together. We kind of want a couple more like 3 mana spells, or another like 2 more 2 mana counter spells would be great. There's Cradle. I'm gonna take the Cradle here as kind of like a colorless land that makes just a pile of colorless mana. Outcome, we don't really have too many super cheap artifacts. The Wandering Emperor is probably fine. 1, 2, yeah. Play like blue, white, splashing Orcish Bowmasters and Fallen Shinobi. And Vindicate, Bitter Triumph. Yeah, it might not be terrible. Though if we do just like blue-white stuff, this Hollowed Fountain Wheel, that's perfect. I don't think we want the Vindicate, because I think, well, no, it might be Vindicate over Bitter Triumph, because the life loss will be a big deal. And maybe Staff of the Storyteller comes back. Now we're at the point where Staff of the Storyteller would just be really sweet in this deck. With Retrofitter, Wandering Emperor, Urza, Orcish Bowmasters. I think we can take this Mind's Desire out of here. I don't think we're gonna. Okay. I mean, Ballista's a fine magic card, but we're not that aggressive. I think this Silent Clearing is gonna be great. I'm looking for kind of like a draw 7. Let's take B-click for the board. Tar Pit's fine. It's a good magic card. I don't hate Sarah Paragon. Take this Porcelain Legionnaire. Tribal Flames. Let's see what pack 3 has. Balance. Balance is. Oh, there's a mana drain. I think we have to take this mana drain. I don't think this balance is going to wheel. Balance would be great. I'd love Shadow Spear or Colonnade, but I think we have to take this mana drain. We're not really set up for balance. I know we have Wandering Emperor and Soul Ring and Retrofitter, but this mana drain is going to be great. It's going to do a bunch of things. I mean, that's not the best draw 7, but we want the Soul Guide Lantern. I don't know, maybe maybe someone passes us an LED. I mean, we can spec on that. I'm not like too hurt if I don't get a Soul Guide Lantern back, or like this pack was not great. Magic Online's a bit on the chugging side. And there's Crucible. But I mean, I think we take this Wrath of God or Dam. Dam is better. It's a little more. No, no. This is a pretty good Wrath of God deck with. Oh, we're just gonna snap off this Force of Will here. You know, we're a little low on the blue count, but with Force of Will and Force of Negation and Subtlety, we'll be doing all right. We'll be doing all right. Into what here? Intuition? I don't think so. Steel Seraph? Blade Splicer? Oh yeah, yeah. In Tomb for Echo seems reasonable now because I'm smart. Council's Judgment, just a really good. We could take Charter Course. Charter Course, discard Echo. Yeah, that's not terrible. I mean, our mana's pretty great. So I think Charter Course, just have something to do early. Into, do I take Days? I don't think I want to take Days. I think I can take this Jace. No, we're not that aggressive. Yeah, Days is probably fine. Again, a 2-mana counterspell. Into Malcolm. Malcolm discards Echo. Colonnade came back, and Shadow Spear came back. I think Colonnade's better. Just 4 damage is a lot. Murktide Regent. I don't hate it. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't hate it. I can bring it in the, well, we can throw it in the board. Concealing Curtains isn't a terrible magic card. It blocks a lot of things. Take this Giver Runes. Yeah, that's right. We do have this this Bitter Triumph, which is better with Echo. So 18 lands. Wow, Mother of Runes Wield. We could have drafted a pretty sick mono white deck. I think I'll take this Blade Splicer as just kind of like a, and Council's Judgment Wield. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to have a little bit of a think. A little bit of a think. Display, sort by color. You're a white card. You're a black card. You 3 or whatever the hell I want you to be. All right, so let's see. We got 1, 2, 3 ways of putting Echo in the graveyard, yeah, that's probably fine. 4 ways of putting Echo in the graveyard. 1, 2 ways to shuffle. I don't think we want this brainstorm. And I mean, this is probably fine. Oh, you're also a colorless land. You don't quite do anything. So yeah, two colorless lands is fine. Black, white, black, white, blue, black, and those. So if I go 3-3-2, 4-2-2. Actually, let's do that, and then go. Get that cradle over here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources. All right. I think we're going to cut a plains, add a swamp, unless I miscounted. And let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white sources. How did I get so? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white sources. All right, so I was right. No, get out of here. It was right. Go Magic Online for being right once. So that's 8, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources. Do I get a swamp for an island here? No, it's not the ideal cradle deck. And I mean, it's fine. Actually, you're right. I can cut the cradle for an island. And that's probably better. But Cradle making a bajillion mana for Urza and Retrofitter is fine. So, and I mean, if we have something slow enough, I can sideboard in Brainstorm, Cradle. And I mean, we have a bunch of ways to discard it if like the Retrofitter gets blown up. But I think we'll run it like this. And and see where we go from here. And I mean, we have we have a bunch more removal in the sideboard. We have Murktide in case we need in case we need to go tall. Vendilion Click against the combo deck. I think we're all right. I think we're all right. This is a just medium minus sort of thing. You know, kind of like Esper Flash stuff. In that case, now that I just thought about it, we can take out the Blade Splicer and play the Vendilion Click and just be Esper Flash, or closer to Esper Flash. All right. Let's see what we got going on. And I mean, since we did just finish the draft, Magic Online's gonna sit and wait for a minute while it queues up somebody who's not actually in our pod. And again, this is the day one of 7 days of Cubemas. I will be streaming every day, playing at least one Vintage Cube League, and we are on the draw with this hand with a turn 1 Retrofitter, an Urza, a Force of Negation, 3 lands, all of our colors. I think sounds like keep to me against red white. This feels so much worse. Play an island, play Retrofitter. I mean, I can cast an Urza on 4, play a Fallen Shinobi on 4. Green-blue Talisman. What does that do? Okay. Are we some like 4-color Omnath deck? I don't think 4-color Omnath is in the cube anymore. But leading on double red white. So we're a Jeskai deck? Okay. Let's go fetch a swamp here and make a 1/1. Seems okay. Let's just play an island here, hold up hardcast Force of Negation. Because they might be like a big mana deck. And then at the end of turn, we can make another servo and then untap and play Urza. You are 4 colors. Or are you Naya? Othari. Well, that's not great. Okay. Make servo. I think the plan is to block the rebel, take 3, tap and tap 1. All right, so that's not great. So I think the plan is to Shinobi. Nope, don't do that. Play planes. Play Soul Ring. And Shinobi, our opponents. And hopefully hit something good. Path would be great. Savannah and Sylvan Library. I mean, I'll cast a Sylvan Library. I don't think it's going to do much. But because we're losing this race, because we're about to take 1,000,000,000 damage here. So it's 5 colors, or are you just playing all the red-white triumphs? What are your fiery confluence? Destroy my mana rocks. 2 damage to each opponent. So 5, 9, 10, 11. All right. Sorry, Urza. This is not great. This is not great. All right, Sylvan Library. Those are not great magic cards. I think we're dead, right? Math. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. 9. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Yep. No, we go to 1. I forgot we had a Soul Ring. I mean, we're gonna be at 1. It's not gonna be great, and I don't think we can win because we know the top 2 cards of our library. Okay. Do you have more? Okay. Yeah. No. We are very dead. Okay. Okay. Against this pile of nonsense. I think we want to lower the curve a little bit. Don't think we want Echo. I think that's better. All right, we'll play it like that because V-click can. All right, we have a fractured identity, a charted course for some selection. It also pitches to force, which is probably what it will do. Assuming my opponent attempts the same play as last turn. You would have been better on turn 1. But I'm okay with a retrofitter draw. That card can do some work. Yep. Our opponent just running the same play pattern. Playing some lands. Sacred Foundry. Their mana is great. They're splashing green for like Sylvan Library, which the red-white aggro deck's biggest fault is their lack of actually, no. We'll make a 1/1. So the red-white deck's biggest anchor is the lack of card advantage. Trying a Soul Ring isn't great, but I think we're going to play it anyways. Just attack for 1. If we draw a blue source, we can Force of Will. Next turn, I do think we're going to cast Charter Course and hope we draw a blue source. If our opponent goes Land Athari, that's fine. Because we have the Fractured Identity, I won't. Yeah, I think we'll force that. It's not my favorite thing in the world to do, but there's a second blue source for the hardcast Force of Will I would have had. Oh well. But I mean, the servo token still opens up the a fractured identity is a sorcery, so we're F6. The servo's token still opens up Shinobi. 6 mana. What do we got? 4th Aer Lingus. God, my opponent's deck is just busted. All right. I mean, I can take the Human Knight token and attack them for 3, or attack them for 1, take the Monarch, and then just be like dead. I mean, it's what I gotta do, I guess. I mean, we can trade here. I'll take 2. Yeah. Or take 4. Trade the Monarch back and forth, I guess. Just drawing, just floods. Like, I drew a Soul Ring. That was the only non-land card I drew this game. Um, I mean, let's see what my opponent has. I don't think Primeval Titan. All right. What two lands are we getting? Your two triomes? Are you like 5-color domain? Field of the Dead. Okay. We oh, and just had okay, so that's why you're playing like 8 colors. God, we're so dead. Yup. How do we live? We don't, because like colonnade attacks, take the monarch, block, take a billion, or draw bitter triumph, discard, die. Okay. Yeah. Well, that was a sound beating. Um, uh, opponent's deck was kind of cracked. Had a bunch of busted magic cards. So hopefully we can make a comeback in round two. Um, and do some Esper stuff. Maybe not draw 27 lands and 30 cards. I mean, like I don't know if I'm supposed to like not force of will the fiery confluence, I guess. And then um force of will the fourth. I think that might have been my mistake there. All right, so here we're on the draw. Um we have 2 mana tempo spell, a click if we need it. We can click away this Echo of Eons. We have a bunch of ways to discard it. Yeah, I mean, this hand is fine. But we don't have a second blue mana for click. Mana Chicken. Okay, Mana Chicken resolves. Days. All right. Plain Island, hold up days. Um, I won't be happy because they're already ahead on mana. Um, and then it might not be the best thing. All right. Our opponent plays a Fiery Islet and a Rafellos, playing around days. Okay. Yep. Yep. Seems all right. Okay. Our opponent being like big green shenanigans. So our opponent has 4 mana. We play a forest at 6 mana. Um, I mean, if I can hard cast this days, Lotus Cobra. Okay, resolves. Steve. You know what? we'll reprieve Steve. Um, perfect. It's a great magic card. And I think we're gonna go ahead and just slam it and take out the Rafellos, I think. Or hear me out. Hear me out. We hold up days. We draw a white source, and we cast Wrath of God. Hear me out. Yep. Yep. Our opponent has a bajillion mana. Magic Online's doing some Magic Online stuff. Might have to restart the client. I think the opponent made a mistake. Should have played the Tireless Tracker before they played a land. There's Steve. So if they get a forest, it's 3, 4. Yeah, sure. Let's draw a white source. Oracle of Moldiah. I mean, we can cast that. That seems like a card I don't want to stick around. So let's draw planes here. I'll take 2. So draw planes, be happy. There's 1 card, a second card in the bank. But yeah, we'll take 2. Basic planes, basic planes, basic planes. Prismatic Vista. No. Okay. So here, I think we are just gonna take care of this Rafellos. It knocks him off the most mana. And we do have a Malcolm play at the end of turn. You want to crack those clues, opponent? Uro. Well, that doesn't seem great. Because we're going to snipe this Lotus Cobra. Make a 2/2. Which then blocks the Tireless Tracker. And I mean, I'll totally block the Tireless Tracker and trade here. Make an Uro. I don't know. Oh, they can't make an Uro. Uro's 5 cards. Right? Yeah. You don't have enough cards. Sorry, opponent. All right, we'll just make a Malcolm here, and then make my opponent very, very sad. by doing a bunch of not so nice things. Yeah, yeah. The opponent was not having that. So that's kind of how this deck works. All right, so we want this Virtue of Persistence. We want this Vindicate. I don't think we want this Fallen Shinobi, unfortunately. And this Daze seems not great. And we'll run it like that. Just a bunch of removal. You remove the mana dorks early, and they don't get to the big stuff late. I mean, we have one removal spell, a Wrath of God if we need it. I think we can do better on the draw. Into a one-lander with no spells I can cast. Sweet. All right, this is fine. We'll keep this on 5. We got to put 2 back. All right, I don't think we can keep either of our pitch spells, unfortunately, because 3 mana, already down to 5 is not great. And because our opponent didn't have a turn 1 mana dork, we should be able to snipe whatever they're looking to do big. And that's perfect. We can we'll just pass the turn here. On turn 3, we can snipe whatever big thing they're doing next turn, and then oddity. Okay, we'll take 4. I'm not gonna block. We'll fetch for basic planes. Actually, no, we have to fetch for an island in order to cast Urza. Except, we draw an island. All right, what do we got, opponent? All right, so we're gonna take this green sun, leaving them with Raphelos and a basic forest. And we can attack here. Next turn, we can play the Urza and double block. Actually, can we? No, it's an 8/8 because I'm. No, you're 7 mana to flip. All right. Yeah, yeah. So they have 1 unknown, which is fine. So they can flip the oddity next turn. All right, so I don't think we can cast Urza next turn, because otherwise we are just going to get smacked for a bajillion damage. Bowmasters. Okay. So if we Bowmasters down the Raphelos, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's chart a course. Let's chart a course first. Soul Ring. Alright, we'll go ahead, discard the swamp. Play this Soul Ring. And play the Bowmasters. So, cancel. And we'll just take out this Raffellos. And have the best chance that the opponent doesn't get to flip this next turn. And we have blockers. Right, so they didn't attack. All right, so we can play this Urza, which is great. Hold up mana drain. Assuming it resolves. All right. All right. This is kind of working out well. What do we got? Hull Breacher. Well, I don't particularly think so. It's not a good card for me. All right. Yep. Yep. Right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I mean, we'll go to 1. 1 is not none. All right, draw a card off the silent clearing. We hit Echo of Eons. That is perfect. Play Retrofitter. We can double Echo of Eons and kill my opponent. Come on, Bowmasters. Yeah. Our opponent was done after that. They saw the dead on board. Okay. Before I start up a new match, I am going to take a quick potty break, and I will be right back.
Yes.
Alrighty, I am back, and we're gonna fire up the final round. And then, hopefully we win this and get our money back. If not, we'll just fire up another one. See how long we go before I actually get a trophy. Oh, right. Right. Magic Online's doing the chuggy bits. Okay. We are going to close the client. I'm going to go ahead and put my face up for now so I can restart the client before we play our last match. Come on, Magic Online. Close the program. Yep. Ugh. Alrighty, Magic Online should be booting up here in a couple of seconds. Look at that. Okay, so I'd like to thank everybody for joining, watching, having me on in the background. And again, this is day one of Cubemas, the last 7 days of Vintage Cube being on Magic Online. And I will be live every day until Vintage Cube is gone, playing at least one league, maybe more. And the videos will be on YouTube as well. You can find the links to all of that and all of my socials in my link tree below. If you're seeing this on YouTube, hi, I'm live on Twitch every Thursday at noon. Again, you can find that in the link tree underneath the video or in the link under the video. But I will be live tomorrow, Sunday, at noon, and after that, I am unsure on time, but I will be live. We might have to cut the stream short, not be at 4 o'clock because Magic Online is still chugging even after a restart. Okay. All right. Magic Online. Load, please, Magic Online. Come on. I believe in you. I shouldn't. You're a pile of spaghetti code. But I believe in you. Come on. Oh, Magic Online. Dearest Magic Online. Come on. You can do it. That might be my computer. I don't know if I'm losing frames. No, none of those are helpful. Okay, we are live, but Magic Online is taking forever. So, come on. Okay, we have the leaderboard loaded. Nope, still waiting. Let's see. Well, we might have to actually call it early. I wanted to finish this last match. Let me finish this last match, Magic Online. Please? Pretty please. With a black lotus tree on top? No. No. Alright. Well, with Magic Online being pile of spaghetti code, I am going to end the stream here. And I will be live again tomorrow at noon. And you can find this gameplay on YouTube in my link tree below. Or you can find me on Twitch tomorrow at noon in the description below. Okay? Thank you. Have a good one.